You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
A very good morning to everyone and welcome to my next video. Gladys is on the road. Woohoo! Massive thank you to my lovely subscribers Danielle and Steve who were on site and he fitted my lock for him. May bless him. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and I'm really happy to be back on the road. Very happy to report we come 20 minutes down the road and no overheating issues. I've just checked the water and it's still fine. So yeah, we seem to be good to go. I've just come to a little park up. It's only 20 minutes away from site just in case I had any issues and I needed to be towed back by anyone. But look at my view out of the window. That is Ruthven Barracks and it's free to go in. So I'm just going to sit here, chill for a bit with these two muppets because you've got used to not travelling, haven't you? Yeah, and it's quite warm today, so give them a bit of a rest, a bit of a chill, and then I'm going to go and have a look at the barracks. Apparently there's ravens up there and they have little babies, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. This is in Kingussy, so yeah, about 20 minutes from site down the A9. It's absolutely stunning, what a pretty place, but the car park is very deceptive on Park for Night. It is on a proper slope. I don't know, I might try and move over that side because those spaces are facing that way, and if I reverse in maybe my head will be tipped up. I'll see. I am on a tip on site anyway and they haven't got chocks, so I'm in first gear just in case. There is a big bank behind us. So let's go and sort myself out, have a pee and go and have an explode for a change. I was reading a little sign over the road. This is the most northern terminal of traditional summer road to Ruthven, used in the 18th century by Hanoverian soldiers travelling from the Blair, Athol. Can't say that. So that's what I can't say. I only know how to say Ruthven because Brian told me. As you can see, the car park, you will not fit anything bigger than my van in there. It is rather tiny. That auto sleep is having to park on the corner. So once the workers have gone, I might park there for tonight. Ruthven Barracks were built in around 1719 after the Jacobite Rising in 1715. Destroyed by the Jacobites following their retreat after the Battle of Culloden in 1746, the barracks ruined are maintained as a scheduled monument by the Historic Environment of Scotland. On the day after the Battle of Culloden in 1746, some 3,000 Jacobites retreated to Fort Ruthven, but they were sent home by Prince Charles Edward Stuart as their situation was hopeless. The Jacobite army and their leaders had regrouped at Ruthven Barracks, where they had waited for word from Charles. His message to them arrived on the 20th of April, in which he stated, "Let every man seek his own safety in the best way that he can." The departing Jacobites destroyed the barracks 17th of April 1746. The ruins remain. That's tiny. I mean, the men must have had to duck a lot to get under there. Look. And I'm short. This is really cool for free. So another little one. Wow. 60 men to a room. And this small. You know what a latrine is, don't you? Where they go to the toilet. So there would have been a big hole in here, or a trench. Yuck. That is what it would have looked like in 1721 when it was built. There's more over here, so you got the little gate at the back. Come to the back of the barracks. And there's another bit. This was the stables apparently, about to take 28 horses for dragoons. So quite a lot smaller than the barracks, but 28 horses is quite a few and they're very small stables. And as you can see, it was built to defend because it's on top of a big hill. So as you can see, just walking between the barracks and the stables, there's Gladys, there's the car park. Yeah, on a little bit of a wee hill. But it's cool. Look at all the mountains surrounding the place. Look over there. There's some Highland coos. Oh, I need to go and see them. There's quite a lot of people inside now, so I've come to walk around the perimeter, but I've just seen a raven, so there might be babies, and I think I know where they are, so I'm going to come back later when it's a bit quieter, see if I can find them. It's very peaceful here. There are a few people in, but obviously because the car park's so small, there can't be that many people in at one time unless they've walked. It's stunning. What a great place. Found it on Park for night, I just thought it looked interesting. Obviously don't walk the perimeter if you are scared of heights. But you're not supposed to walk around the outside because there's not really a path on this side, but it can't be any worse than coming down where I come from last week. What a beautiful day. Absolutely lovely. Good to have on my day off. There's a raven up there. There's one. I'll come back in a bit when it's a bit quieter. Go and sit with my doggos for a bit. Okie dokie. The workman moved, so did I. So I am here. But my handbrake is not holding me. So there is a big high curb there. And I've left it in first gear. I just hope I don't roll down the hill in the middle of the night. I just have to wonder about that one and wonder if I'm actually going to stay here or not. See how we go. That's a pretty high curb. So hopefully I won't roll over it. Well, today went well. I did a little bit of filming in the barracks and then I come back to the van and fell asleep. Yeah. So I've had a look on OS Maps and there is a little walk down the road that I want to do. You can walk there from here, or I think there is a car park there that you can go park up at as well. It's a bit warm to be leaving the dogs for a 3-hour walk today, so I think I might just do that tomorrow and go and park up down there. Supposed to be thunderstorms tomorrow according to Met Office, but yeah, I don't want to leave these two in the van for very long. It's alright walking around the barracks because it's only over there, but you're only a couple of minutes. It's alright because the got the door cracked and the windows open a bit, but yeah, I won't want to shut them in. Got to consider these things with these two little puddings. They're currently snoozing. There's Doug, there he is. All I did was pull the bed out, push everything back and lay down and ended up asleep. I've not been sleeping well the past couple of nights though, so I think it's caught with me a little bit. Well, I suppose I better make myself a cup of tea.
Think, and who cares if you might miss it? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear.
cuppa. As you can see, it's clouding over, so it's cooled down quite a lot. Take myself down the trail a little bit. There's the coos. But yeah, it's alright for the dogs to stay in the van for a quick 20-minute walk. See what's down here. I know the nature reserve is down here, but I'm going to drive to that tomorrow. 16-minute walk to there, and then I think it's like an hour and a half walk around there. So I'll do that tomorrow. The road I've got to go down tomorrow, and it looks very little, but I've seen tractors, trucks, coaches go down it while I've been just chilling in the van, so it should be alright for me, I think. All the ravens are on here, look. They're very shiny. Look, these ones have got babies over there. They look like babies. They're all in the river. Yeah, pretty coos. Pretty ponies. I think he's hungry. Okay, I'm not going to go too far. Don't want to leave my doggos in the van for too long, and it's quite this warm, because even I'm not wearing a jumper, so that should tell you something. But look at the views walking back up this trail. Literally 2 minutes away from where the van was. How pretty is it? You reckon that's a play on words? Build a bin. Build a bin? Or build a bin? So far this little road's fairly busy, but I'm hoping it quietens down a bit tonight. We'll see. I mean, I have slept at the A9 on the way up here, so can't be any worse than that. Unless there's trucks going up and down it all night. Fair few big trucks coming up here, so I was worried about when I come up. It seems small for my van, but I should be alright, I hope, because I've got to go that way to go to the nature reserve in the morning. Mick gave me this suggestion. It's supposed to be a really nice wildflower walk down there, so I'm going to go and have a look. If it doesn't absolutely pee it down, because look at the clouds. It does say, would you thunder tomorrow? There's geese in there, no. It's a lovely spot, so pretty. I'm glad I got Gladys back on the road due to some lovely kind people. Very grateful. How lucky am I to live 20 minutes away from that? It's like a postcard. The weather's been gorgeous today as well, really nice. Shouldn't have slept half the afternoon away in the van, really. Time for tea. Yeah, time for tea. Very simple tea, spaghetti and sausages, because I couldn't be bothered doing anything or even bringing the fridge. I had my delivery last night, so it's full of food. So spaghetti and sausages for tea is. I've been watching a little bit of telly and lay with the dogs, but it's gone rather cloudy. And check out the sunset. How pretty is that? Dog seems to think that every time I open the door he's got to bark. Dog, shush. And every time somebody walks past he's got to bark too. Or drives past. He's protecting me from something. Are you finished? Yes? You finished? You finished being barkies? What you doing? Don't stand on my laptop. Oh, big stomachs. Oh. So the sun is setting. I'm definitely stopping here tonight. I am the only van. A little bit nervous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm going to get my jammies on, snuggle in bed, do a bit of editing, shut up the van, shut up the curtains, give the dogs the last wee. I don't really want to go out in the dark. It's going to be pitch black here. Fingers crossed, wish me for a good night. Good misty morning from Ruthven Barracks. It's actually clearing a little bit now, but it was well misty before. So I'm up, I've made myself a cuppa, put the bed away, got to walk these two, and then we're off to the nature reserve. It's still quite early, but I was the only van here last night. I checked out the window this morning. I didn't sleep the best. nothing to do. It was peaceful. There was nobody here. It was just me and my brain kept waking me up. And then I was having dreams that there was noises and there wasn't. It was just my brain. So yeah. But I suppose the more I do it, the more I'm going to get used to it. It's hard. It's hard doing it on your own. Like, every time on the way up here, I'd stopped in places where I knew it was going to be safe. Apart from Dalwhinnie, but there were other vans there. And it was the first time I stopped anywhere where there's no vans, just me. And it was pitch black here, there's no light. But the A9 is just over there, but yeah. And there's farmhouses down the road, it's just weird. I'll get used to it. It's one of them other things I'm going to have to get used to. I was in bed early. As you saw, I just stopped in the van most of the day. I had a bit of a kind of a nosediving mood yesterday afternoon, so I didn't really go far from the van. I just stopped and watched a bit of TV and cuddled the dogs. I'm feeling a bit better this morning, but yeah, try to bring my mood back up again and go and see if I can see some pretty wildflowers and some birdies. Okie dokie, there is Gladys. We're at the nature reserve. It's like 6 minutes up the road from where I was. I'll take these two out for a little bimble and then I can go off and explore because they'll have had a fairly big walk. I take it we're going this way then. It's so peaceful, there's literally nobody here, but it is early, like 7 o'clock in the morning early, because I had a rough night. I think I'll get used to it. It's fairly cold, it did try raining before. So I'll have a walk around here, see what we can see. Okay, dogs walked, shoes changed. It's time to go and explore this place. So I've seen a sign for a trail up here, which is where I think I'm going. They're alright, they're just chilling in the back of the van. I don't think it's a long walk. It's very cool this morning. But it's still very early. So I'm wearing my coat. This is where I am. Oh, there you go. So you've got the Invertromy Trail. Or the Tromy Meadow Trail, which is what I want to do. So where's that? So you have to do a bit of the trail to get to it. It is nice walking in the day when it's warm, but I much prefer it like this. When there's no people. It's just peaceful. You and nature. Literally, that's it. I've seen one car going past me coming on the road down there. Nothing else. Very, very pretty here. Look. So this is an RSPB nature reserve. And at the bottom of it, you've got like a meadow full of rare wildflowers and orchids. Don't know if they'll be out yet, but go and have a look. Because obviously up here where the cold weather things bloom quite late. So there's a hide down here apparently. And you can see the birds. Oh, there's a hide overlooking all the marshes. I don't know if it's locked. Let's have a look. No, it's open. So that is it. All the marshes overlook Insh Marshes. Obviously you can sit here with your binoculars and look at all the wildlife, but A, you're not going to see anything on an action camera, and B, I'm off to look at the wildflowers. So I'll head back up here and get back on the trail. At least these are normal steps, not like the big slippy ones up the mountains. Well maintained and easy to navigate. There is disability parking up where, near where the van is, so presumably some of the trails are accessible. Maybe you can just get onto the lookout over the marshes for somebody in mobility scooters or wheelchairs or walkers, but you obviously won't be able to do this trail because it's steep and pretty narrow and rocky. But you must have disability parking for a reason. I went across the lookout and it looked pretty easy to access, to be fair. There's a lot of up and downs this. Where OS Maps comes in handy for places you don't know. So the trail splits in two there. I've chose to come up here, but it does meet at the end. So you can either go down along the edge of the valley or up here. I've chose to come up here because there's a lot of bugs down there. And I don't really enjoy bugs all that much. Don't want to hurt them, but I don't like them on me. So I've walked into a few spiders' webs and had a bit of a epi. I've come up here out the way. But okay, the sun's starting to burn through the clouds now. It's going to be a lovely day, I think. And it is supposed to be another day in the 20s today in Scotland, so the sooner I can get my walk sorted and get back to site, put the van back on my pitch, and I can go off again and leave the dogs nice and cool in the van, because obviously I'm on site, so I can crack the windows and the doors and it's safe. Can't do that on a car park. I mean, it is very safe in Scotland, to be fair, but I wouldn't want to do it. So I figured if I come early, get my walk done early, get back, have a shower, feel a bit minging after my bad night, and I might take myself on another walk later, see how I feel, see how warm it gets, because it's getting warm already. It was very cold and misty, and I had the diesel heater on this morning because it was cold when I woke up at 5:30, and then I put the diesel heater on, went back to sleep for a bit. It was still light at 5:30. I was tempted to get up, but I didn't. Yeah, hopefully tonight I'll have a good night's sleep because I'm back at work tomorrow. I need some sleep. That was just me having like nightmares and convinced that there was noises outside, and there wasn't. It was just when you're in that between stage of sleep and not sleep and your brain does something weird. That's what kept happening to me last night. It's obviously normal. I'm going to be a little bit apprehensive. First time I've been in a van on my own in a car park, on my own sort of thing. I mean, we've been in a van on our own when I was with Stephen, but you have another person, don't you? Right, it's another bit here. Viewpoint of picnic tables, 100 metres or the trail. So we're going on the trail. Don't need a picnic table. If you just want to do a quick round robin, you can go back that way. I'm heading further in because the wildflower meadow is at the bottom of the trail. I started the day such a good note yesterday morning, driving away from site. It was sunny, it was beautiful, singing along to my music, and then I went and had an explore around the barracks and must have had a trigger. I don't know, my mood just took a proper nosedive. So I think this is the trail, or is it that way? I'm going to check OS Maps and make sure I'm not going in the wrong direction. No, I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, as I was saying, my mood just took a nosedive, and I spent the afternoon in the van having a bit of a cry and just hiding. And I think you feel like sometimes when that's happening it's a bit of a setback, but it's not. It's normal. You can't expect to be happy all the time. And going through a process of healing old wounds, it is going to happen, and it's not going to be fixed in a matter of months, which is all I've been gone for really. So I need to try and not let that feel like I've had a setback, because I haven't, and I've had like a good few weeks of being okay and not having any issues. But yeah, doing a bit of digging, I think it's normal to have a setback every now and again. I think it was just a realisation for me that I was completely on my own and there was nobody else there, and if something happened, I mean, there's always people I can reach out to on the phone. People in sight were 20 minutes away, but it's not how your brain works. And it was weird, and I had bit of a bad night, but the more I do this, the more I'm going to get used to it. So I made myself stay, and I'm glad I did because I've done it now. So I'm going to do it again. Maybe not for a few weeks. Might spend a safe few weeks on the site first. I don't know. Let's see how I am. I'm alright. I'm just a bit tired. But this is helping. It's really pretty, other than all the bloody bugs. This is the River Tromie, and where I'm headed for is the Tromie Trail, so I am going in the right direction. It's quite a big river actually. Sounds lovely, so peaceful with all the birds. I think that over the river is Speyside Distillery. Here we are, Tromie Meadow. Orchids there. I think I might be a bit too early for them, but go and have a look. If not, I can always come back. It's only 20 minutes away from site. But yeah, everything's quite late here. As you can see, the trees are only just putting leaves back on. Well, I haven't seen much so far. The Tromie Trail leads back up there, so I'll have a little stroll down this path. Obviously the trees are starting to flower now. That's pretty much the meadow, so no flowers yet sadly. Might have to wait for another month or so I reckon. So I'll come back and I'll show you when they're all out and pretty. There's bluebells we have, and daisies and daffodils, but other than that there's not a lot. Oh, and some sad looking snowdrops. So I'll have a look at my maps and see which is the quickest way to get back to the dogs, because it is a circular route, but it might just be quicker going back the way I've come. It's pretty cool. So the Environment Protection Agency monitor the rivers. So we're up here, the River Speys there, and then these are the little core bits. So we are 240 metres above sea level. Average annual rainfall at this location 1,387 millimetres. The river is relatively high at the minute. Going back up there, it looks like it's a shorter route and easier route to get back to the van. Then I'm going to head back and get me some breakfast because I'm a little bit hungry. I brought a pan of chocolate, but it's not a lot, is it? It's actually a really nice walk to do. It's not too taxing. Really well laid out. Yeah, probably about an hour and a half, depending on how fast you walk. It's lovely. I would recommend it. I'm definitely going to come back. My watch buzzing to let me know I've done 5k already before breakfast. I think I might go and do that little river walk today up near site. Go and see where that goes because I'm very curious. I'm back, so I'm going to sign this video out from here and pick you up when I go back to site in the next one. So I'll say thank you everyone for watching. Somebody told me to remind people to subscribe. I don't really do that anymore, but yeah, if you do like me, please subscribe. It helps, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.